Chua of Root to Rise Yoga. Welcome to our morning 10 with today's focus on core strength. You'll need a block for this practice. Let's start lying down with your head at the back end of your neck. Small way down to the floor. Bring your hands on top of your belly. Close your eyes. We'll begin with a short breathing technique called breath of fire. Now, if you begin this and you start to feel dizzy or uncomfortable, you can just stop and take deep inhales through your nose and exhales through the mouth. We're going to accent the belly pulling in towards the spine as you exhale, and feel the belly lift as you inhale. And now closing your mouth, breathe in and out through your nose. And breath of fire is going to sound somewhat like you're blowing your nose quickly. Breathing in and out through the nose, take short, quick inhales and exhales. And each time you breathe in, pull the belly into the spine, a slight, soft bounce. So we'll try it for a minute. Here we go. Halfway there. Take a deep inhale, hold at the top, open the mouth, exhale. Now spread your left arms wide open. I'm going to take the block, hug it in between your thighs, either keeping your knees bent for less intensity or legs straight up, feet flexed together. Pressing your shoulders both into the ground, begin to sink your lower back into the floor, keeping the slight arch where it lifts away, but just keep the lower back heavy. Inhale here, draw the belly into your spine. Exhale, lower your legs to the right, towards your right hand, hovering them off the floor, keep the left shoulder down. Inhale, lift the legs up. Keep the lower back heavy, and exhale, lower your legs forward, hovering them off the ground. Just enough before your lower back starts to lift higher off the floor. Inhale, lift. Exhale to the left side, towards your left hand, keep the right shoulder rooted. Inhale, lift, sustain your breath so you have that much more time to move. Exhale, lower forward. Keeping your lower back heavy, try to relax your face. Inhale, lift. Exhale to the right. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward and down. Inhale, up. Exhale to the left. Finally, inhale up. Through the center, exhale lower. Hold it here, inhale. Exhale, release. Just starting to wake up the core center. Take the block aside. Inhale, stretch the arms overhead. Get really long for both ends of your spine, pointing the toes. Then exhale, contract the belly, hug your knees into your chest to rock forward and back. A few times, massaging your spine into the floor. Make your way all the way forward to standing right up at the top of your mat. So you can use your hands if you need. So step your feet sitting bones distance parallel. Come right into mountain pose. Grounding through your feet. Inhale, reach the arms high. Seal your palms, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, press the shins to ground. Inhale, look forward. Plant the hands flat, step to plank pose, legs straight downward facing up. So keep your feet together here. If you need to pedal it out, bend one knee, press the opposite heel down. Really spread through your fingers, ground through your hands. Pressing the shoulder heads up and away from the ears, sink your chest slightly towards your thighs, and press the tops of your thigh bones back. From here, inhale, lift the right leg high and back. Forward, halfway towards plank, step the left hand a couple inches forward of the Whereas, and lean to the pinky toe edge of your left foot. Either stack your right foot on top of the left, pushing out through the heels, Vashisthasana side plank. Or if you need a little more support, step the right foot in front of you like a tripod. So push the ground away, lift the left hip, and reach high with the right fingertips. Pressing your shoulder blades down your back ribs. Last few breaths if you want to try lifting the right leg. Play with your balance, maybe bend the right knee. Grab the big toe with your index and middle finger of the right hand and lift. One more breath. And very slowly take the right hand back to the floor. Keeping the right leg lift. Exhale, step the right foot forward into a lunge. So walk it over to the right so that your feet are hip width but parallel. Stay on the ball of your back foot. Energize the legs as you rise. Crescent pose. Sink the hips. Get grounded for a moment here. Tapping the right hip back. Holding the lower belly and lift the navel up towards your heart. So either hands to prayer as we transition into a balancing pose, that'll make it easier. Or if you want to make it more challenging, interlace your fingers overhead except the index. But pressing the shoulder heads down, inhale, lean forward. Keep lifting the belly away from your right thigh as you push the left heel back. Begin to shift your weight into your right foot right into Warrior 3, parallel to the ground. Keep turning your outer left hip downward. Tap the right hip back and push through the left heel as you elongate the spine. Check in with your breath, last 2 here. Nice, with an exhale, bending the right knee, lower the back foot all the way back. From plank pose, you can even lift the right leg to spice it up. Exhale, forward and down, chaturanga, or all the way to the floor. Both feet down, inhale, cobra, or upward dog, lifting the chest. Exhale, pull up through the hips, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath through the nose, exhale. And with that steady breath, bring your feet together and let's take this to the second side. Spread the fingers wide, energy in the arms. Inhale, lift the left leg back. Shift forward halfway towards plank. Walk the right hand about an inch or two forward. Roll to the pinky toe edge of your right foot, either stacking your feet, side plank to the left, or walk your left foot in front of you like a tripod. So push down through the bottom hand to lift the right hip away from the ground, stacking the left hip directly above it. Make sure the right shoulder is in the shoulder socket. Press the shoulder blades down. Last couple of breaths if you want to play with lifting the left leg, bending the left knee, grabbing the big toe, maybe stretching the left leg up to the ceiling. Keep the left leg lift, step forward, exhale, crescent lunge. So on the ball of your right foot, feet hip distance. Imagine as though you're dragging your feet towards each other, creating that energy to root you down as you rise up. Sinking the hips, drop the tailbone. If you need to bend the back knee to help do that, pull up your front hip bones. Lengthen up through the arms, reaching beyond your fingertips. So as you transition to Warrior 3, either bring your hands to your heart, make it a little bit easier, or interlace the fingers overhead, switching the cross of your thumbs, pointing your index fingers up. Relax the shoulders, firm in the belly as you lean forward. Steady in the legs, shift your weight into your left foot, pick up the right leg, push back through the right heel and spread the toes. So your outer right hip, turn it downward. Your inner right thigh, spin it up. Push off the ground to lift the belly and reach the heart forward, look slightly ahead. One more breath. Nice, from here you're going to land vinyasa, plank pose, step back, maybe lift the left leg. As you exhale, forward and down, chaturanga, or all the way to the mat. Tops of the feet into the ground, lift the chest, breathe in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Just take a moment to absorb what you've done. Smoothen out the breath. Take your elbows to the ground right beneath your shoulders, dolphin pose. Palms flat or cup your hands. And see if you can walk your feet forward towards your elbows just a little bit as you lift the hips. Lift the shoulder heads back away from the ears. And if you want to play a little more with balancing, together, hips square, lift one leg. Switch sides. From here, you're going to walk the toes back, until your legs are parallel to the ground, forearm plank. Press the chest forward and slowly lower your knees and your hips. Now, Sphinx pose. And so from here, push back into child's pose. Just a few breaths here. Widen your knees apart, bring your feet together. Sink your pelvis into your heels and stretch forward, lengthen the spine. So feel free to stay in a seated meditation pose for the end of your practice or lie down in Shavasana. Close your eyes. Acknowledge the work you've done and give yourself this last moment of rest.